Hello, welcome to the vlog. My name's Kev, if you never seen me before in your life. And I'm here in Hobo'd Square, going for a walk. And thanks for tuning in this week. This is a vlog where I try to show how I live my life daily with my various mental health disorders. Those disorders being schizoaffective, which for me is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar 1. I have cPTSD, Inattentive ADD, and an eating disorder called ARFID. And I try to show in this vlog how I live and cope with those and try to thrive with those. In this week's vlog, I kind of go through a hard time dealing with depression, both emotional and spiritual. But throughout the week, I kind of, with the help of friends and insight and things like that, I'm able to recognize that I'm going through these depressions, and I take some actions to do something about it. So it's the end of the week now, and I'm doing pretty good. But a lot of the week I was not doing really well. So yeah, it is Sunday now, the end of the week, and I'm out being social with friends. I'm here in Hobo'd Square, and gonna see some friends and have a good time. So thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out all the details I have down in the details. I usually have some stuff going on down there, and I really appreciate you viewing. I look forward to your comments, and I'm gonna send you to the intro. Here we go. Hobo'd these roads.
Hobo'd these roads in worn out shoes. Carry my load when I'd nothing to lose. Long forgotten miles of tourist trials wore away and weathered my blues. Now I've got nothing left but dreaming to do.
Good morning. Cheers. I got my coffee right here. So it's Monday morning, and I'm back at my vlog. I'm feeling I'm just gonna check in real quick. I'm feeling very tired, very sore, and a little overwhelmed. I kind of was looking at, woke up very early, and I just finished last week. I finished a big project which was several months in the making, which was a benefit concert at the Burren, and it took a lot of energy to put together. If editor Kev will put up the poster right here for the concert. It was with me and Glimmer and Maverick at the Burren, and we ended up raising $350 for the Home for Little Wanderers, and we really had a magical night. It was really wonderful. So this week, I'm waking up, it's Monday morning, I'm at home, and I don't really have any projects that I have to work on. You know what I mean? It's like I usually have something big that I'm working on. And so I'm here Monday morning, and I'm not really sure what to do. And during the weekend, I came up with a schedule for my week, and I want to bring it up here so I can look at it too. But editor Kev can bring up my schedule for the week right here, and it's not written in stone. It's just kind of, I wrote this in my daily my book of many things right here, and then I just made a graphic of it, and just for funsies. But like, if you look at today, well, yesterday is Sunday, and I came home from my social weekend after the show, and then it says prep for the week. I didn't do any of that. I really came home yesterday and I was just exhausted, mentally and physically. I came home and I uploaded and edited the video from the show, and I put it on YouTube. And then I didn't make it to the Bipolar Creatives open mic where I was going to share my poem, because I just crashed. I fell asleep and slept most of the day and woke up, had a nice little evening, had some dinner, and went back, visited with my neighbor Jeff, and then I just went back to bed. And so I'm waking up here Monday morning and looking at my schedule. I didn't get everything done yesterday that I wanted to. Oh well, that's okay. Now we're moving on to Monday. So the first thing that I do is my daily grateful. So, I don't know what those are there for. So I take my daily grateful and I find where I left off. Let's see. Should have a bookmark. So the last one I did, this is my daily grateful. And so the last one I did was on the 16th. Today's the 23rd. So turn the page, write the date in. And basically, I don't just sit here and write it out and write out 5 things I'm grateful for. I just open it up, I write the date on it, and I just leave it sitting here, blank. And I have my coffee. And I look out the window, it's a rainy day today. And I just think, I look inside myself and think, what are some things that I'm grateful for right in this very moment? You know, I might be grateful that I have a warm cup of coffee, or that it's a rainy day, or something. So that's my next step today, is to do my daily grateful. And then from 12 to 5 today, I have career advancement. And basically what that is my to-do list. I have a lot of things on my to-do list, for my social work, for my music, for my art, for everything that I'm working on. And it's all in this book. So from 12 to 5, I'll just sit down and work really hard on that stuff, try to get whatever I can get done. And then tonight, I'm going to do live gaming, probably RuneScape Dungeoneering, from 6 to 9. And that's going to be on my side channel. If you haven't seen my other channel, it's kind of a channel where it's called Kev Side Quests, and there's a link in the description below. And that's where I do a lot of my kind of fun experimental things. I'll do live gaming, live art, I'm going to be doing coffee and comedy live hangouts in the morning, and just be doing different, like, I like to try different videos, reaction videos, gaming videos, different things. And rather than clutter up this channel with all those experiments and fun stuff, I thought I would put it on a side channel. So Kev's Side Quests, and Kev the editor can put the logo for it right here. And the link is in the description below. So today's not a bad day, you know. It's a pretty easy day and pretty fulfilling, because I got my daily grateful, which I will do after this. And then from 12 to 5, the main chunk of the day is I'm just getting down to work and having a work day, just trying to get things done that need to get done. And then tonight, I have some nice hangout time online doing live stream gaming. Now it's on my new channel, which doesn't have a lot of subscribers. So I'll likely be doing my live gaming with nobody. Because I think I only have like 7 subscribers on that channel. So I'll probably for a while just be doing it by myself without any viewers. But that's the way it goes. And it should be fun anyways. So that's my morning check-in. I was waking up, like I said, overwhelmed. And I was really looking forward to starting the vlog this week.
And I actually woke up about 2 hours ago, and something was telling me, don't vlog, you don't want to vlog this week, take the week off, you don't want to vlog, it's so hard to vlog, which was my negative brain. And when in actuality, if I had, what my brain was telling me to do is just say, take the week off. And I was ready to just say, I'm gonna take the week off. And I just finished a big concert and a big project. I'll take this week off and catch up on all my stuff. And then next week I'll vlog. That's where my brain is it's tired and it wants a little break. But I also knew that if I took today off, that I would probably wake up tomorrow and be bummed out that I didn't vlog on Monday. And I was reminded that lately, the last couple of weeks now, I haven't had a lot of energy, I haven't had a lot of motivation, not a lot of wind in my sails. And so I was thinking, how do I increase my energy? How do I increase my motivation? And I remembered the saying, now I forget it. I remember the saying, action precedes motivation. And what that means is get started and you'll get motivated. If you're not feeling the motivation, you're not at that energy level, just get started and going, take a couple steps, and the energy level and the motivations will catch up to you. So that's what I'm doing today. Is I thought of that and I said, you know what I really need to do is just grab my coffee, turn on my camera and say hello, happy Monday, and just start the week. I think I was a little afraid to start the week. It's a very open-ended week. Often when I don't have big projects, I feel like a dog in an open field where you don't know which way to run, so you just sit down. And when I don't have a specific direction to go and a project guiding me, I often just freeze and I don't do anything. So over the weekend, after my gig, I spent the weekend with friends and I did work in my book, and I came up with, Kev will bring up the calendar again for the week, but I came up with this plan for the week. That way I would have something to do and time to work on things and try to make it a fun week and get some things done. So this is my week, and happy Monday. And I'm going to sit here and have my coffee and work on my Daily Grateful, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So I'm happy to be here, happy to be vlogging. I'm glad I took the first couple steps, and yeah, I'll check in later. Hey, so I did my Daily Grateful and I uploaded it to YouTube. It's uploading now. And I'm just having my coffee, kind of looking out the window, enjoying the morning. Next on my schedule, I have career advancement from noon to 5 today. But it's only 8:30 in the morning, so it's not even 8:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna sit here for a little while longer, do some coffee and comedy, look out the window, do a little laughing. The comedy kind of gets the dialogues. I usually have several dialogues going on in my head, and sometimes the perspective that those dialogues will give are very negative. And often when I'm waking up in the morning, I have a lot of negative dialogues going on. And so what the comedy does, and also oftentimes I watch my show Critical Role, but what it does is, even having it on in the background while I'm doing something else, it gets lighthearted, funny, better perspective dialogues going on outside, and therefore it kind of influences the internal dialogues that become more positive. So it makes my brain processes a little more positive if I just watch a little comedy in the morning. So that's what I'm gonna do. And before I do my morning routine, which is take my meds, take a shower, get changed, and have a little something to eat. But I'm not ready to do my morning routine yet. It's still really early in the morning, and I'm still waking up. So I'm on my second cup of coffee. So I'm just gonna sit here and just have my morning, and pretty soon I'll go through my routine. Checking in. I'm about to go start my routine. It's about 10. And I've been having my coffee and just kind of sitting here. I've been doing some RuneScape here. And I was watching a vlog. I watch a vlog called My New Zealand Family. And they come over here and visit the US. And it's just a fun vlog, so family vlog. So I was watching that. And but I'm starting to get hungry. So I want to go through my routine, and I think I have to do some dishes before I can eat. So normally on Sundays, I kind of prep for the week, and that includes doing all the dishes and stuff. But this Sunday, when I came home, I was just really tired and didn't get much done. So here it is Monday, I got a bunch of dirty dishes. So I'm gonna put on some music and start to go through my routine, and then do my routine, and then do my dishes and do some cleaning, and then because I want to get something to eat. But I am going to have a glass of milk with this thing called instant breakfast. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's like a powder that you put in your milk, and it's like a chocolatey powder, and it gives you some nutrients and stuff. So I'm gonna have a glass of that while I'm doing my routine, and just to get something in my belly quickly. All right, so here I go.
Come over here, my own true love. Sit beside me while I die under blue skies and leaves of autumn. Here is where I'll say goodbye. Let me sing my own true love, one last song I wrote her to, words that pull the strings of my heart, loving songs inspired by you. So come over here, my own true love, sit beside me while I die under blue skies and leaves of autumn. Here is where I'll say goodbye.
Hey, so I had to cut my morning routine short because I hurt my back, and I had to lay down. So I laid down for 2 hours or an hour and a half, and I really couldn't walk around or anything, and I still can't. My back is still out, but it's noon, and I thought, well, I can sit at my desk, and I do need to eat something. So what I wasn't able to do was I wasn't able to clean my apartment and do the dishes, and therefore I wasn't able to make something to eat. So what I have, and I don't feel like I can do that right now because I can't really stand up. So I have a sleeve of Ritz crackers, and I have some Skippy peanut butter, which Skippy peanut butter is really good. It has a good amount of calories and lots of different protein and fiber and vitamins and stuff like that. I'm just looking at it, but you get a lot out of this. So I'm gonna sit here and start my work day. I have to write some emails and look at my to-do list, which is right here, and eat my peanut butter and crackers and take it easy on my back. And if my pain level goes up, I might just stop it and go lay down again. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna have my peanut butter and crackers and do work. Hey, so it's 3 o'clock. I got some work done. I emailed people about the benefit concert that we did the other day, and just thanking people for their role. And I did some YouTube work, and now my back is really hurting, and it's hurting just sitting here. So I've gotten about 2.5, 3 hours of work done. I'm gonna lay down for an hour and just see if that'll help. Hey, it's 5 o'clock. I went online and put on a grocery order for grocery food this week. And so I made the order, but I haven't gotten paid yet. So I'm waiting for that to go through, and then I'm gonna make an order for food for the week. That's something I can do and get done even though my back is hurting. I can't really do much else. I don't want to lay down again because if I'm in any one position too long, it hurts, and I can't really stand up too well. So I'm hanging out here at my desk. My schedule has me going live from 6 to 9 to do RuneScape. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing that or not. My goal is to do it, at least start it, and go from there. And depends how I'm feeling. I haven't really been able to eat much today. I made it through half of that packet of crackers and peanut butter, and I have to do those dishes, but I can't really stand up to do them. So I'm gonna keep trying to have crackers and peanut butter because that's what I have available to me. I think that's it for now. I'm just gonna kind of relax and kind of get ready for a live stream if I'm gonna do it. So I'm in rough shape. I don't feel great, and but I don't want to go to sleep either. I can't go to sleep. So all right, that's just me checking in. Hey, ow. I am in a lot of pain, and so I was just about to go live. And do my RuneScape, but I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm gonna lay down for a while. Hey, I made it out. I'm on my feet, moving slowly, trying not to throw my back out. I'm in a lot of pain though. But I need to get to the store because I need some things. I need some milk, and I need new sponges to clean my dishes, and can't think of it all now. I also want to get a soda, and yeah, so I'm glad I got out. It's kind of cold out, but at least I can say I did it. I made it out. Then I'm gonna go home. I did a grocery order. I don't know if I told you. I did a grocery order for delivery. It's gonna get here between 10 p.m. and midnight, which is kind of late, but
Otherwise, I would probably just go to bed. I ate some sausage and to get some food in me, a bunch of sausages, just because I had it. It was easy to cook, easy to eat, and I haven't done my dishes yet. So, yeah. So I figured since I'm gonna be up late waiting for that delivery, I'd try to make it over here to the store, which is right behind me right here, and try to get a soda and some milk and a sponge and maybe a snack or something. I don't know, maybe some ice cream would be good. So I'll check in later.
Well, it's just past midnight and my order just got here. My groceries got here and took a lot of work to go downstairs and bring them up to my floor with my back hurting. I still can't stand up straight. So I did get some things done today. I got a nice letter back from the booking agent from the Burren, who said that he was glad that the benefit concert went well and we should do it again next year. So that's good. And yeah, so now I'm gonna head to bed. And I'm hoping that when I wake up in the morning, my back is feeling better. My schedule has me going into Boston to do some errands and a work session, which I would like to do, but if my back is hurting, then I'm not going to be able to do that. So, all right. Good night for Monday night. See you on Tuesday morning. Cheers. Happy Tuesday. I woke up this morning. I kind of had a rough night last night, and I woke up this morning, wasn't feeling good. Went back, and it was really early. It was like 5 in the morning, so I went back to bed. Just kind of tossed and turned, and eventually I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 10:30, and I had a 10:30 social work appointment. And the alarm didn't go off. I just woke up and I was like, I wonder what time it is. And I was like, oh, I have a social work appointment. So I got up, got my coffee, and went to go meet with Megan, my social worker, who is probably the best social worker in the world. I've had her for several years. And I had a meeting with her because I wanted to set up an appointment with my psychiatrist. And I'm going to talk to him about maybe going back on mood stabilizers and antidepressants. I've been off of mood stabilizers and antidepressants for about 5 years now, doing okay, having to adjust my mood and constantly be vigilant about where my mood is, where it's going, and adjusting it to where it needs to be, back to center. And that's been a lot of work, and I've been enjoying that. But I think the last couple months, my phone is falling downward. The last couple months, I've noticed, and it has been brought to my attention by friends, that I've been depressed, and my perspective has been very negative. It's been hard getting some wind in my sails and move forward for a couple months now. And no matter what I do, there seems to be a blanket of depression on me that I can't get rid of. What I used to use for my anhedonia, my inability to feel joy, is cannabis, and that worked really well for me. But unfortunately, it's a little too expensive for me to upkeep, and I haven't been using cannabis for a couple months now, really, and just a little bit here and there, but I haven't been able to afford it. So I think it's time for me to look at the option of going back on mood stabilizers and antidepressants to bring me back to good. So I met with my social worker this morning to talk about that, and I made an appointment for next Wednesday. We also talked about how I'm going to be doing my food stamps on Thursday, trying to reapply because I got dropped from food stamps. So Thursday I'm going to be going into the office. I've been trying to do it over the phone for a long time, but it's impossible. So I'm going to go into the office and spend the day in there. So yeah, that was my social worker meeting. On my schedule that I had made for the week, I was gonna get up and I had put on there to get up and do my morning coffee and comedy live stream. But that conflicted with my social worker meeting. I forgot that I had that social worker meeting, so no live stream this morning, coffee and comedy. I got my coffee now, and I got my comedy on the computer. So I'm doing my coffee and comedy, and it's 11 a.m., so it's a little later in the day. And I don't know what today's gonna be. I think I was gonna go into Boston and do a work session at the Boston Public Library, and then I was gonna go meet with a friend of mine who plays bass, Tony. And I just got a text from Tony asking if I was coming into Boston today, and I said no because my back is hurting too much and I'm in too much pain. And I asked if maybe we could do it on Zoom and just check in online, you know. Also, I got a text from my friend Amy, who is interested in doing a work session today online through the computer. And since my plans have changed and I'll be here, I texted her back and let her know, sure, why not? I'll do a work session. That's probably what I'll be doing today anyways. So, yeah, I'm feeling kind of depressed, feeling kind of sad, and not the most hope. I'm not devoid of it. I do have hope, but I'm a little less hopeful than I normally am. So I also have a headache. Anyways, that's me this morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna sit here, have my coffee and comedy for a little while and kind of try to feel a little grounded, and before I start my routine, my morning routine. So happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Hey, so it's about noon, and I haven't really moved from my desk because I tried to get up twice and sat back down, and it was a lot of pain. So I'm just resting here, and I have my RuneScape game open, and I've been watching comedy, and I've been checking in with friends via text, and because I'm not going to be going into Boston, so I've been setting up Zoom meetings. I had one friend, Amy, connect with me this morning, asking me if I wanted to do a Zoom work session, and then another friend, Tony, and then yeah. So I think I'm gonna be meeting with friends and doing work sessions, just sitting at my desk. I took some Tylenol, hoping my pain will go down, and I'm gonna give it another cup of coffee. I just poured myself a cup of coffee, and I got my smoothie, which came with my grocery order. I ordered 10 of these a week, and this is really helpful for my ARFID. The only flavor that I like is strawberry banana. And pretty soon, I'm hoping, actually that's on my list today, I'm hoping to price and see how much it would cost for me to, what I want to do is make my own smoothies at home, and I want to put whey protein powder, chia seeds, different things that are really good for me into the things, but I have to get a blender, and I tried to do this once before. I didn't make a very good smoothie, so I think I need to do a little research on it, and because these are great, and it's just strawberry and banana and apple juice, and So that's the kind that I want to make, strawberry banana with apple juice and put all the stuff in, but it's going to cost me a little bit. But one thing I might do today during my work sessions is, what I generally do is like I go on Amazon and I look for the things that I need and I put them on my wish list, and that way it reminds me when I do get funds. Usually when I do get funds, one of the first things, like I pay off my bills, pay up my bills, and then I go to my Amazon wish list and see the different things that I was needing, and get something from there. So that's something I'll do today. But right now I'm gonna have my smoothie, have my cup of coffee, and do a work session. And the first part of the work session is just kind of be deciding what different things I'm gonna be doing today. Hey, so let me get this off. My day is going pretty well. So far I've had 3 meetings, and one with a friend, and then another one with a friend who I needed some support from, and they needed some support from me. So I was able to go through that meeting, and it was helpful for me, and I was grateful to be able to be there for my friend. And then I had a meeting with another friend, just kind of checking in. And then what have I been doing? I've been working on a master list on my Google Drive of like all the different projects that I have going in my brain, in my book of many things, and just kind of making notes on them. And some of it is me avoiding jumping into anything big, like writing the book. I don't feel like I have the energy for it. And so sometimes it just feels better to organize everything and just take everything I'm working on and organize it into one file, kind of look at each thing, see where I'm at, where I want to go, make the next couple steps that I need to do, and I do that every couple months actually, just to make sure that I'm still taking little steps, on some of those projects that sit in the back seat and you don't think about every day. I still want to keep making little tiny steps on all those projects and stuff. So it's dinner time. I just had a bacon cheddar cheeseburger. It was delicious, and I managed to do some dishes. So I did all the dishes except the plates and bowls, because I have to wait for these to dry. I'll put them away and then I'll do the plates and bowls. But that was tough because it's hard to stand up. But once I got standing up, I put on a podcast and I put on these headphones that one of my besties got me, and they're Bluetooth. And so I just have this podcast going, and I managed to just like stand over there and do dishes for a while. So that's what's going on now. I'm kind of tired. The pain of has just been kind of drawing the energy out of me, but I don't want to take a nap. So what do I do? I'm not sure. I think I might just relax and maybe watch a video and maybe have a snack, and I think that's it. Today has been a pretty good day where I've been able to connect with people and be helpful with people. I also feel, because I did that work on my projects and stuff, listing them out and what I'm doing, that I feel a little more grounded and a little less overwhelmed. Everything feels a little bit more manageable because I break them down into the tiniest steps, and really tiny, as tiny as I can get them. Sometimes just a step will be for me to get up and go over to another part of the room, and then think about the next step from there. So yeah, I think I just want to chill out for a little bit, maybe listen to some music or watch my show Critical Role, and relax. I might have another burger. I had that one burger and it felt good, but I feel like I'll probably get hungry in a little while. So I also bought some watermelons. So that sounds pretty delicious too. I really love watermelons. I went shopping on Amazon for a blender so I can make smoothies at home. I didn't buy it, I just put it on my wish list so I can buy it one day. And yeah, that's about it. My mood is doing pretty good today. I feel like I think because I'm well supplied for the day, I have food and I don't really have to, since my back is out, I don't have to travel, which is always kind of nice. So that it's a low pressure day. I just finished a big project. I don't have to jump into anything right away. And so I can just kind of sit here. This is like my little captain's chair and I have my screens right here. And it doesn't hurt my back to sit in this chair, so I'm just here. Yeah, if the pain gets any worse, I'll lay down more, but I'm gonna tune into a show and maybe have a snack or something, so I'll check in later. Hey, so I'm gonna watch my show. I got a little tiny watermelon. Hi-ya! Hey! So I got a spoon. I'm just gonna eat these for a snack. And maybe that'll wake me up a little bit. I'm not sure. Or make me sleepier. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Gonna watch my show and have some watermelon snack. Hey, it's a loud morning here this morning. A lot of construction and stuff going on. I did not sleep well last night. I had a really rough night. I got about 3 hours of sleep. And I'm finally getting up because I didn't want to stay in bed because staying in bed is not getting me asleep. So I'm getting up, going for a little walk, and I need to get some creamer for my coffee. It's pretty cold out today. It's just a loud day. My brain, it's kind of matching my brain. My brain feels loud this morning. I feel like there's a lot on my mind. But what is that? It's a lock. There's a bike lock on the ground that someone cut. Someone must have stole a bike. So I'm gonna get some creamer, my plan. Go home, have some coffee and comedy. And then today I have individual therapy, which will be good. I also have bipolar group, and that'll be good too. So it'll be a good therapy day. Happy Wednesday. I'm in need of a therapy day. All right, I'll check in later. Hey, just checking in. I just had individual therapy, and that went pretty well. I talked about how I recognize that I've been in a depression, and my coping skills have not been bringing me back to good. Normally, when my mood fluctuates throughout the day, I'm watching my mood to see if it's going one way or the other. It actually kind of goes like this. And as my day moves along, I'm always trying to bring it back to normal because I'm not on antidepressants and mood stabilizers, and I have a severe mood disorder. So I've been doing that for years now, just constantly keeping track of where I am and trying to bring myself always back to good. And I've noticed, it's been pointed out to me too, by people who care about me, that my back to good is a lot lower place than it used to be. And I remember about 6 years ago when I tapered off my meds, that I did make the decision personally that if I found in the future that I needed to go back on the meds and the coping skills weren't doing it for me, I would do it. And so I've made that decision that I'm going to go back on the meds probably within a couple weeks. And I feel like where I'm getting back to good is at a really low place. And I also kind of I knew that I'm also in a bit of a spiritual depression. I grew up with kind of a unique spiritual perspective, and there's a whole story to that. But I really relied on my faith. And about 6 years ago, my faith was really rocked. And it's had a lasting impact, and I still struggle with it on a daily basis. And so I need some guidance spiritually, from someone I feel safe with and has an open mind and willing to accept my history of psychosis and a strange spiritual upbringing. And I have very, very strong spiritual beliefs, but I keep them very private and very personal. And right now, my relationship with my higher power, God, is not in a good place. And a lot of that has to do with my trauma. I have abandonment issues, and I'm dealing with that with God. And so what I did today, I had the thought of, was to go to speak to the VA chaplain. And the reason I'm going to a VA chaplain is because they're trained and educated in many different faiths. And they're also trained in mental health. And they deal with a lot of people who have PTSD and trauma. So I called them this morning and made an appointment for a chaplain to call me back. And it just feels like I want someone to talk to about all these hard feelings I have about God. And I want someone who's open-minded and is not going to rely on apologetics. And so I'm going to try this route. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So I had my therapist, and I called for the chaplain. And now I have a couple hours, I have 2 hours before my bipolar group. So what I'm gonna do with that time is I just took my meds, and so I'm hoping, and I'm having my morning smoothie. So that's good, I'm doing good so far. I've had a lot of tears today. And I want to write about all my feelings that I'm having and difficulties with my relationship with God, but it almost feels too hard. So I'm gonna just kind of maybe do a little more coffee and comedy, and think about what I'm gonna eat next, and kind of look out the window and see. Other than my groups, the main mission today is to go to my groups. But other than that, there's a lot of time in between. What do I want to do with that time? Do I want to rest and take care of me? I'm in a lot of pain today in my back. So I'm not going to be moving around a lot. Or do I want to work on something creative? Or do I want to work on that letter about God? I'm not sure what I want to do today. Like I said the other day, I feel like a dog in the middle of a field, and I don't know which way to run, so I just lay down. I'm not gonna lay down today, but I'm taking it easy on me a little bit. So, okay, thank you. Hello. What did I do? I had a meeting with one of my friends, and that was nice. And I got to talk about the day and talk about their day. And now I'm just kind of relaxing. It's midday. I had a bacon cheeseburger, and right now I had another smoothie, and I'm just sipping on a soda. So just relaxing, and not sure what I want to do next. I'm kind of just enjoying sitting here, and I'm not in a lot of pain. As you know, I like to look out my window and just thinking about things. Yeah, so I'll check in later. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Probably gonna look through my book of many things. Yesterday I was working on a list of all my projects. So while I'm sitting here, I'll probably put that up on the screen and do some work on that. So, all right, I just want to check in, say hey. Hey, my pain has gone up. My back really hurts just sitting in that chair. So, I'm going to lay down for a while and just rest my back. And it's really boring. And I'm just in my head. Which is not the fun place to be at the moment. But I'm just gonna rest for a while and then maybe make it back to my desk. Maybe take a hot shower. I think I have a Tylenol in there somewhere. But sitting at my desk, I was like, I'm not wanting to do anything because I'm in pain, you know? I don't want to write, I don't want to play my game, I don't want to watch my show, so thought I would just lay down for a while. I'll check in later, let you know how it's going. My mood is, it's okay, but like I said, my okay is pretty depressed. My brain isn't as loud, but it's still annoyingly, what's the word, intrusive. So, all right, I'll check in later. Happy Thursday, good morning. Where am I at? It's about 9 in the morning, and I first woke up. And I felt very awake. I woke up and I made turned on my coffee, and then I looked at the time and it was 3 in the morning. So I was like, well, I guess I'll go back to bed. So I went back to bed and woke up about 9 and a little before 9. I'm not feeling very good. Physically, I'm not doing that great, just like I have been all week. But mentally, I'm not doing really good. I'm kind of at a 1 or a 2, and I have a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger, a lot of fear, and yeah. So what I did was I got up and I didn't think to grab my phone, but I went for a walk and around the block, a couple blocks, and now I'm home and I got this cup of coffee. I also woke up to a notice on my door. This notice is to inform you that we have requested to increase my rent. So I have this little apartment here. It's 1 room. It has a little bathroom over there. And the rent is $2,489 a month. And these windows don't open, and I can't control the heat. But this property company, every time they get a chance, they increase the rent. And I don't pay the whole $2,489. I pay a third of my income. And then the VA pays the rest. But I feel like they're really kind of milking, this isn't going to impact what I pay too much, you know? It might be an extra $5 that I gotta pay. But I feel like they're scamming the VA and just kind of billing them as much as they can for whatever they can, and trying to milk the VA for whatever money they can. So not too happy about it. So rent increase starting in June. My sister helps me with my money, and she gets my money, and then she takes that money and she pays my rent for me, and then she divides up that whatever's left over by 4, and every week gives me what's there. Sorry, I'm burping. So I'm not in a great place this morning. I'm not doing too good. I'm also very stuffed. I'm not feeling physically great. Not doing mentally great. Not doing spiritually great. And the walk didn't do me any good either this morning. It was a grumpy walk. And I left grumpy, I got home grumpy, so. My next step is I want to keep trying to make my mood better and climb up the emotional ladder. I'm going to do my coffee and comedy. I have my coffee here. It looks really good. And I don't know what I'm going to watch for comedy. What I often watch in the morning is the late night comedians the night before. And they're talking about the news and joking about it. So like Stephen Colbert and Seth Meyers. So I watch those in the morning, and then I often watch my show Critical Role. I watch highlights from the show just to get my brain thinking a little more happy, you know. So cheers, happy Thursday. It's not the happiest Thursday, but we're gonna try to make the best of it. All right. I'll check in later. Hey. I've been having, looks like I've almost gone through my first cup of coffee. I'm gonna get some more. While I'm over there, I'm gonna get a smoothie and bring that here to my workstation and try to get down a smoothie. I was doing some coffee and comedy, and it was funny, but I'm not laughing, and the news is stressing me out. So the comedy part is not working. And sometimes that happens with me, where I sit down, have my coffee and comedy, and then I watch the late night comedians make jokes about the news. And I get more stressed out because the world's in a tough place right now. And so what I generally do is I either put on some music and start my routine. I'm not feeling that now because I'm still in a lot of pain. I just kind of want to sit here and wake up. And so I lost track of my thoughts. I don't even remember what I was talking about. So what I'm going to do is get coffee and juice. And I'm going to, okay, I remember. Sometimes what I'll do in times like this is put on music and go through my routine, but I'm in too much pain and I want to get down the strawberry smoothie into my belly before I get moving. So what I'm going to do is, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is my brain today. What I'm going to do is get my coffee and smoothie. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to put on an episode of my show that I like called Critical Role. And I'm going to try to find a lighthearted, what I often watch is highlight reels, which are like funniest moments and things like that. I don't just watch an episode, because an episode is, it can be slow moving. It lasts for 4 hours and it's all dialogue. So there's a lot of people on the internet who go through the Critical Role episodes and pull out all the funny parts. And since I've seen all the episodes multiple times of all the seasons, the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, it has definitely been my hyper focus, and which has been very good for me. So I use it as a tool. If you ever want to learn about what Critical Role is, or try watching an episode, it's kind of hard to find where to jump in. Season 1 started in the middle of a campaign, but was very good. For anyone who wanting to start watching Critical Role and see what it is, you can watch it on YouTube. They have their own channel called Critical Role, and I would start with Campaign 2, Episode 1, and because Campaign 1 is it starts in the middle of a story, Campaign 2, and that's their first D&D game ever, and so Campaign 2, they go by campaigns rather than seasons, and a campaign lasts about 2 years, 3 years, of every week, 4 hours, about 4 hours a week, episodes. And so I would start at Campaign 2, Episode 1. And I think Campaign 2 so far has been my all-time favorite campaign. Right now they're in Campaign 4, Episode 18 or 19. And to be honest, this is the first time I've ever fallen behind. And I am behind. I'm on Campaign 4, Episode 14, I think. So I'm a couple episodes behind. So that's what I'm gonna do. My brain is just a million miles a minute, and I'm not feeling hopeful. I'm not feeling good feelings. I'm mostly just feeling negative feelings. I was talking to someone about how my normal now is a lot different and a lot lower than it used to be. Nowadays I get up and my routine is, it's hard to get up and get moving, and my routine has me sitting here and having coffee and comedy for 1 to 3 hours just to mentally get ready to go. And then some mornings I just grab my meds and take a shower, don't take a shower. I'm hanging out here all day, and I'm not as in my routine as I used to be. And back when I was doing better, a couple of years ago, I have to say I had Okami in my life, which changed my routines. But I was, I don't know what the words are, but it wasn't hard to get up and going and find motivation and find wind in my sails. I would wake up, I would be out the door, and then when I came home, I didn't even have a chair. I had a high standing desk because I was always in motion. I was still having hard times and stuff, And this is around the time you could look back and around the time in my video history where I made someone out in the hallway yelling. It's distracting. This happens every morning about this time, is someone yelling in the hallway for one of the tenants. It's hard to stay focused. Once again, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'm gonna do what I told you I was gonna go do. Okay. Hey. Cheers. It's been hard to get me to laugh today and relax, and I want to give a shout out to Neebs Gaming. It's just a couple guy friends who play these weird video games and talk to each other together, and they make me giggle. So far this morning on a tough day, they've made me start giggling and laughing a little bit. So shout out to Neebs and his crew there for the content that they put out. So I'll probably leave a link to Neebs Gaming down in the description below. Hey, so it's noon. I've had my cup of coffee. I've saved a little bit left for my routine to take my meds. I've had almost all of my smoothie, but it's making me feel pretty bloated this morning and stuff. It's not making my stomach feel great. But I was reminded just randomly that well, first off, I'm very low motivation, and I got plenty of sleep, but I just feel tired all over. I don't have a lot of spoons, and spoons is like emotional and physical, motivational energy. Not a lot of motivations to move forward, but I do remember that action precedes motivation. Though I'm not happy about remembering that. So I'm gonna try to go. I haven't really done this week. I haven't really done my routine the way it was structured to be done. I know one of the days I just took my meds and sat back down and worked because my back was out, and the physical pains all this week has really prevented me from being able to do it so easily, and I just haven't had the mental and physical wherewithal to go through the routine. So I always make sure I take my meds though. And so what I'm gonna try to do, I like I said, I'm feeling very lethargic and no wind in my sails, but I'm gonna try to move forward and go through my routine. I'm gonna put on some music, and often what I put on, I have, if you go to my hey Kev, now I'm talking to Kev the editor. If you want to put right here a picture of my YouTube channel. Bling. Okay. And so if you go to my YouTube channel and you click playlists, let's change the graphic to the playlists. Bling. So under playlists, I have one called Kev G Mor Jazz at Home Listening. And that's often what I'm listening to when I'm getting ready in the morning, going through my routine, and doing work or playing video games. I listen to this I just made it. I used to use it on Spotify, but I don't really use Spotify so much anymore. I'm using YouTube for my music listening. So I just made this playlist the other day. And so if you want to listen to some of that music, it's just a lot of female artists that I like who sing jazz. So pretty much that. Okay, so I'm gonna start moving slowly through my routine. Hello. My afternoon. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's been going well. Over on this computer here, I have a friend that I've been doing work sessions with. My friend Amy. So she's working on her stuff. I'm working on my stuff, and I've just been staying in one spot. If you can see, I have the windows like you saw. They're completely wide open. And it just gives me more, the atmosphere around me has a little higher energy, gets me moving a little bit. I do any little thing that'll get me moving a little bit, you know. So over here I have my video editing screen, and I've been sitting here making YouTube shorts. I don't often do shorts, but I've been making shorts out of my past couple vlogs, and you know, it's something that I do often when I'm having a difficult day and I just want to kind of keep moving forward. Making shorts is kind of gives me little dopamine boosts of wins, because it only takes me about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so to make a short. And because I have this a system, you know, that I use. So getting little dopamine wins here. I'm also, I have my book of many things here, where I'm doing some songwriting. So I'm doing video editing, and then I'm taking a break. I'm also checking in with my work buddy about every 40 minutes. And then I take a break from video editing, and I come over here and I work on a song that I'm working on. And so doing that for a while. Later this evening, I'm hoping to go to an online open mic for an organization I belong with called Tomfoolery. And every week they do a small members, it's open to the public, and it's Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want information on that, you can go to tomfoolery.org. Maybe editor Kevin can kind of like write it right here, right underneath here. And yeah, I don't always go to this open mic, but when I'm home, I go to it. So I'm going to try to go to it tonight. I think I'm going to read a poem that I wrote, and work on maybe do this song that I'm still working on. But yeah, so that's what I got going on. My mood is more stable. My brain is still loud, but it's less negative. And I feel like I'm ignoring something that I shouldn't be, and I don't know what it is. So we'll see. We see how it goes from there. So you caught me right when I was just about to start working on the music. Every day since we have met, living days I won't forget. After all that I've been through, I'm so lost in love with you. Here I dream what lay ahead, as the moonlight shone upon our bed. And now I've so much to lose, I look to see love light in your eyes. I'm so happy now, so lost somehow. I am found again by your side. So now I'm looking far beyond to where I've been and what I've done. Tomorrow may play me a fool. I'm so lost in love with you. Tomorrow may play me a fool. I'm so lost in love with you. It's 4:30 and I've gotten a good amount of work done. I'm in some pain. So I'm gonna lay down for an hour, get up at 5:30. I set my alarm and go to the 6 o'clock open mic. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, it's 5:30 and I'm just getting up from a nap. But I didn't sleep, I just laid down and rested my body for about an hour and kind of quiet my mind, do a little meditation and prayer. Now I'm gonna get up and have some crackers and peanut butter while I get ready for the Tomfoolery open mic. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to be at the open mic tonight. I wanted to share a poem with you all that I wrote the other day. It's been kind of how I've been feeling lately, and yeah, so it's called Today. I am tired of being my own engine, tired of leaning my whole weight into doors that should have opened with a lighter touch. I have walked so long against the weather that even standing still feels like labor. I do not want to fight forward for every inch of ground. I do not want another lesson forged in strain. I do not want to earn each breath twice. I want one day where the world is gentle with me. One day where the road remembers I've carried enough. One day where grace arrives like a hand at my shoulder instead of a storm at my chest. Just a little wind at my back, just enough to remind me that moving does not always have to hurt. That progress can come, like a boat catching current, like a bird finding lift, like a tired man finally no longer pushing alone. I'm not asking to be spared all struggle. I'm asking for mercy in motion, for some small kindness in the machinery of things, for one clear stretch where I do not have to drag myself towards the next horizon. I have taken so many forced steps, I have forgotten what it feels like to glide. But I still believe there may come a morning when something unseen and holy and needed rises behind me and says, "You have pushed enough. Let me carry some of this for now." Thank you so much. Hey, just a little check-in. I did the open mic. First round, I did my song Lost in Love, which is right here, which I'm just kind of working on. I think I shared it in the vlog. And the second round, I shared a poem, which I shared in the vlog. So, yeah. Now I'm making another bacon cheeseburger, and I haven't started yet, but that's what I'm about to go do. And Boop. Over here, I'm playing RuneScape, where I'm working on crafting. And then over here, I'm catching up on my Critical Role Campaign 4. And I've been enjoying it. My pain level is mid to high, but it's all in my lower back. And, but I've just been trying to sit up straight and using my work chair and sitting up straight today. It's 9 p.m. and I often go to bed around 9, but I'm not feeling sleepy at all. I think I will just end up laying there for a long time. So I think I'm just gonna continue watching my vlog. I'm gonna make a burger and then can kind of settle in and not too much in a hurry. So my mood is, it's still kind of, my perspective isn't great. My motivations are low. My energy is low. I was doing the open mic and I ended up hosting it and helping out a friend. And I kind of, I put on my mask that's kind of like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. But really I feel really hard. And I write in my book about how I developed my mask to protect myself when I was a teenager. And anywho, I'm just kind of talking to talk. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm gonna go make my burger and I'm gonna watch my Critical Role and I'm gonna play my RuneScape. And I'll check in. Hopefully I'll remember to check in before, later. Okay. All right, that's gonna close it out for me for Thursday night. Getting sleepy, gotta head to bed. And I'll check you out in the morning. Hey, waking up time. Had a very rough night and very, very rough morning, but I'm gonna get up, make some coffee, do my coffee and comedy. Good morning, happy Friday.
Hey, I I got up this morning, but I was not feeling good, and I needed cream for my coffee, so I went back to bed. And I slept for another hour, and now I'm going out to get some creamer for my coffee and going for a little walk. Not feeling too good today, physically, in a lot of pain and just feeling yucky. And I'm not mentally awake yet, so I don't want to judge my mood, but it's not good. But it will get better as the day goes on. It's cold and windy today, so I'll get my creamer, go home, do my coffee and comedy, start my Friday.
Hey, it's me, Kev, checking in. I've had about a half a cup of coffee so far. Just been sitting here. It's already 11 in the morning. And kind of what I have on my schedule to do today on Fridays is to do my daily grateful. And I've been in such a down place that while I was on my walk, I was thinking of reasons not to do my daily grateful. I'm just in a bad mood. It's not like anybody's waiting for me to do my daily grateful except me. So I wasn't gonna do it, and I just kind of sat here having my coffee and not feeling good physically, not feeling good mentally. I don't have a lot of motivations pushing me forward. So it's in my head that it's almost noon. and so it feels like the morning has passed me by, and that it's too late to do my daily grateful, because I like to do it early in the morning. So that was the main thing, is I was like, well, I don't need to do it. It's already noon almost, you know. But but I have my daily grateful, and I'm really not feeling it today. And I know logically that on days where it's hard to do my daily grateful, that's where it's the most useful. So I don't want to do my daily grateful today. But I have the book, I have it opened, and I'm gonna give myself time and not rush myself, because I feel like it's later in the morning. I'm gonna try to forget about what time it is, and just pretend that I just woke up, because I did. I just woke up and have my first cup of coffee. The day is just starting, and I'm safe, and I'm okay. And I'm gonna sit here and try to think of just 5 things in the moment this morning during my hard time that I'm grateful for, and then make a video of it and put it on YouTube. So I feel like there's a lot more I want to say, but my brain's going a little too much. So just try to keep it simple and stick to my routine, and do my daily grateful. So I did my daily grateful. I just went and took my meds. I didn't want to go through my whole routine yet, but I took my meds just while I was standing there, so I had a feeling like I might forget. So, but first I want to, before I kind of go through my routine and everything, I want to get down my strawberry banana smoothie. And I'm not sure what today's gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the day. I look at what I need to do, what I want to do, and what I'm capable of doing. And what I want to do is I want to go out and be with my friends and be social like I normally am on Friday and Saturday, but I don't feel capable of that. And what I want to do is take this time and get things done, but I don't feel capable of that. Really, what I feel capable right now of is just sitting here and trying to get down that smoothie. I'm really taking it one small step at a time. And I can't really see beyond that, so I can't see what today's gonna be. But yeah, my next step is to get the smoothie down. I have a Google document here, which is I call Master Projects List. And it just has all the things that I would like to work on between now and someday. And I just have it here so I can make notes and try to spark some creativity in my day. And this also kind of makes me feel a little more grounded when I see all the things that I want to do and I'm working on and working towards. It makes me feel good. So I'm probably going to put on some jazz music too and just try to get down this. And then from here, after this, I'm going to try to have a burger, a bacon cheeseburger. So that's a couple steps for me. And I didn't shower, but I'm all dressed. I got my jeans on and stuff. So at some point, I'll go shower. Lately, during this depression, it seems like when I go shower, I want to go back to bed. The shower relaxes me so much, and my brain just tells me, oh, go back to bed for an hour, so I don't want to go back to bed, and although I am very tired. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'll check in a while, and while I work on this, and maybe work towards a burger. And I think that's it. All right. Hey, just checking in. Not really sure how to move forward today. I don't know what to do with myself, kind of. I have all these projects and things that I like to work on, but I'm finding it hard to do today. I have a lot of intrusive thoughts and dialogues that are making my brain kind of loud. And my pain level is pretty high. So from here, I think I'm going to just lay down for a while. I won't fall asleep, but I'm going to put on some jazz music, lay down, rest my back and my bones. And I'll be thinking of what I can do, to help myself. Okay, I'll check in later. Hey, checking in. It's a little after 4. I laid down for a while. Didn't really do me any good. I am in less pain, but my mood is not great. And I'm getting up because I need to eat something. So I put a cheeseburger in the oven, and I'm just gonna sit here and wait for that to cook. And I turned on my show Critical Role. Maybe that'll help me a little bit. And yeah, I'm not doing that great, but I keep trying. Hey, so it's about 10 p.m. I had a big bowl of frosted shredded wheat cereal, and I'm just kind of relaxing, watching some videos. I was laying in bed for a while and not in a good place in my head. So I thought I'd get up and just watch some comedy and relax. And I was texting with a friend, and I think it feels good that I made it through the day. I feel a little sense of relief. So I guess this is just what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the evening, is just kind of watch some movies and try to relax, and then maybe try to get some sleep. Hope for a better feeling and mood and day tomorrow. All right. So I'll say goodnight and see you Saturday morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I slept okay, but my pain level went up from laying down. So I'm up, it's about 9 in the morning, and I'm having my coffee. I'm still in a depression. I can still feel the depression, negative feelings and perspective, but it's not as bad as yesterday, so I'm doing a little better today. My pain level is pretty high though, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with today. I'll probably be going through the vlog footage and maybe putting that together, finishing up the vlog today. But right now, I'm just doing my coffee and I'm gonna watch some comedy and take it slowly this morning because, like I said, I'm in a lot of pain and my mood is not great. So I'm gonna work on that. Hey, I totally forgot, but I just remembered that I start the day with a smoothie. I was sitting here having my coffee and wanting something more, but I'm not feeling good about eating today. And that's where the smoothie comes in, is it gets something in my belly, but I totally forgot I have smoothies in the fridge, so I just remembered and I went and got one. It's hitting my stomach kind of hard today, so I'm just sipping it. Normally I love it, but today I really can't. It's really hard. It's the end of the week, and I'm kind of thinking about how this week has been. I think a lot of this week is me recognizing that I am in an emotional depression. I'm having spiritual conflicts. I kind of call it a spiritual depression. And physical pain. And healing from those things is, I can't, I'm not just gonna sit in that stuff. In order to heal from those things, I have to take action, which has been very difficult. But for my emotional mood disorder, depression, I made an appointment with my psychiatrist, and hopefully this coming Wednesday, I'll get back on mood stabilizers and antidepressants or whatever kind of cocktail we talk about and decide will be best. So that's the action I'm taking. Spiritually, I reached out to the VA chaplain and actually got a referral from my social worker to the chaplain. And so hopefully that's someone who's educated and in many different beliefs, and as well as psychology, and someone I can talk to and work on my relationship, my personal relationship with God. So that's the action I took. I also am thinking of writing someone at a church that I know, which is a Unitarian church, and then another action I'm going to take. It's just been very hard to take so far. Is to write out what I'm having issues with spiritually. And I did have it suggested that maybe I could write a letter to God, and that would help me kind of clear up in my head what the issues are and kind of work through them a bit, in a letter writing process. So those are some actions that I'm taking for my spiritual depression. For my physically, I've been resting my back all week, and I've been icing it. I was taking hot showers, but that was making it worse. So really, I've just been resting my back all week. And I have an appointment with my primary care physician to kind of start looking at all the pains that I'm having in my body and what we can do about them. So that's the action I'm taking on that. Mentally, spiritually, and physically, I'm having a tough time right now. But the way for me to get out of it is through action. And it's really action that is really difficult. It's, because through all this, I'm not motivated. I have no wind in my sails. I don't have a lot of hope. But I'm moving forward because I know through experience, I've gone through this before, and I made it through. And this is a wave, and all these things can get better. And so I'm sitting here this morning, and my brain feels like it's in crisis. I feel like there are sirens going off in my head, and that people are mad and disappointed with me, and logically, when I step back and look, I know that's not true. Most people that are in my life are proud of me and love me. And I'm not in crisis. My brain is. And so that's what I'm getting through this morning. And thinking about the week, looking back on the week, looking back on my vlog footage. And I think I just wanted to check in and say that where I'm at now is my next step is all I really want to do is get the smoothie down. After that, I'm going to think about going through my morning routine of taking my meds and taking a shower and getting changed. Trying to take those steps that I really don't want to take today and just taking them anyway. And it's almost like I do it like I'm a robot that's programmed to do it, because it will help me get up the ladder, the emotional ladder. And it's hard to do, but I will feel better on the other side of doing it. So it also looks to be like a really nice day out today. It's bright and sunny. I don't know if it's cold or warm out. I've been looking at people who are walking, and half of them have like winter coats on and hats, and half of them are walking in with just sweaters and hoodies. So I don't know. I'm thinking it would be really good for me to go outside, take a bit of a longer walk, maybe bring some headphones. I don't want to, but I think what I really want to do is just crawl back into bed, but I feel like I've been in bed all week. All right, I'm gonna focus, work on getting this down, and then move on towards my routine. I'm just barely getting much of this down. I'm taking it very slowly. I have my at-home jazz listening playlist playing, staring out the window, and it's not helpful. Going through my routine in my brain is telling me I'm not capable of it. So what I'm going to do is start my routine. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm able to go through my routine. It seems it's overwhelming to think about. But I'm gonna go through it just looking at it, doing the next step. And trying to not think about beyond the next step until I can get all the way through my routine. My brain is telling me halfway through I'm gonna end up back in bed. So I'm gonna put on some music, and I got my smoothie. I'm gonna go take my meds, take a shower, put on some clean clothes. And I don't want to open up all the shades in here. That's a little overstimulating for me today. I just really like having my one window right here open. And I keep this window over here down because it just faces another building and we can see into each other's apartment. So I usually close that. Okay. So I'm going to get up, and it hurts to get up. It takes a little bit, but I got the jazz music. I'm gonna go tiny step by tiny step, not looking further than the next step, and try to make it through my routine. Hi, so I did my routine. And I'm still working on my smoothie. So my next step is still to get down the smoothie, but I took my meds, took a shower, put on clean clothes, and did a little prayer and meditation, which didn't work so well because it was a very loud brain. My pain is a little higher, so what I think I want to do is, after I finish the smoothie, is I'm gonna put some ice on my back and lay down. Maybe put on some lo-fi hip-hop music and just try to rest. I don't like to do that because then I'm in my head, and I'm just laying there, and I'll often put on a podcast or something, but to keep my brain occupied. But I can feel the anxiety. It's hard to breathe, the breathing is a little harder and stuff. So I'm just working on this, and for lunch I'm gonna have mac and cheese with hot dogs, cut up hot dogs in it, and I've already decided that, and that's all I'm thinking about right now. So taking actions, taking steps. Hello. So I took a nap, and then I got up, and I had 2 hot dogs to eat, and I had a chat online with a friend. That was good. And I'm not sure what to do with the rest of my... Oh, I also did some writing about where I'm at, the things that I'm struggling with spiritually. And that was useful. So I was talking with a friend, and we were talking about maybe meeting up tomorrow at their church, which is the Universalist church. And so I'm thinking that sounds like a good idea to me, to get out and be with friends and stuff, and maybe finish up the vlog there for the week. But right now I'm gonna kind of pack up right here is my overnight bag and my travel bag and stuff. So I'm gonna pack up that, and I have Critical Role going through my headphones, and just do a little cleaning around here. My back pain is a little better today. I'm feeling a little better, a little higher up on the emotional ladder. It was nice to be able to talk to a friend and do some writing about it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do some cleaning and some packing, and listening to Critical Role. Hey, it's about 7:30 or so. I made dinner. I made mac and cheese shells with it's got a bunch of hot dogs in it. They're all buried right now. You can't see them, but I put 2 hot dogs in there. And I cooked the hot dogs separately, and the mac and cheese, and then I mixed them all together. So over here, I have my Critical Role campaign for episode 16 going. Over here, I have RuneScape, my video game, going. My little guy is mining a rock, and I just click on it every once in a while. And I'm just trying to relax a little bit. And my back is feeling a little better. I was up and moving and cooking and stuff, and not in too much pain, so that's good. Just checking in, and yeah, I'll probably check in again later. All right, my mood is a little better. Feels good having been able to do all that writing, and also talk to my friend about it. And yeah, it just felt it's taken a lot of the panic out of all my brain in crisis is no longer in crisis. So it feels good, and I can kind of settle down. Cheers. It's Sunday morning. It's about 4 in the morning. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock last night, and I just tossed and turned, and I couldn't sit still. So I got up about 3:30, and just having a cup of coffee. Today I'm going to be going, I'm going to go be social. I'm going to go into Boston, into Hobo'd Square, and meet up with some friends, and that'll be nice for me, and it'll be a good way to end the week, because I haven't gotten out all week, and I've been in such a kind of depressed state. So I'm feeling a little better today, although I haven't slept. My depression is feeling a little lifted, emotionally and spiritually. Feeling a little more grounded today. So I'm having coffee. I'm about to take a shower and go through my routine. The trains, it's kind of hard for me to get into Boston today. I got to take a train to a bus, and then take the bus into Boston, and then take a subway to a subway to get to Harvard Square. So it's going to take a couple hours of traveling. But I recently got a set of headphones as a gift from one of my friends, so I'll be able to listen to music and stuff, so that'll be good. All right, I just want to check in. Happy Sunday. Feeling, pretty good up on the emotional ladder, and kind of motivated to move through the day and go out and see my friends. So kind of get out of the house. Okay, I've been having coffee. You can see the sun starting to come up. It's 6 in the morning. So I'm gonna go through my routine, and then and get ready. I want to catch the 8:20 train. And the train, like I said, it's only gonna take me a couple stops, and then I gotta catch a bus. But so I'm gonna go take my meds, take a shower, get changed. I have my smoothie sitting right here, and so I want to get that down, and I want to just pack anything that I'm going to need to bring with me in my backpack, and get all ready to go. I like to be ready. I like to get ready early and be ready and done and waiting. So I got 2.5 hours, so I'm going to start now, and then I'll be all ready, and I just wait for the train. Okay. Hello, so I made it into Boston. Whenever I come in, I stop at the Starbucks right here at North Station and treat myself to a large hot caramel latte. And that's this here. And this, if you don't know,
is a very famous hockey player, Bobby Orr, and this is him scoring the game-winning goal in 1970. So, yeah, I'm a little early. I'm running a little early. I left the house a little early. So I'm just hanging out, having my latte. I'm gonna run a quick errand and then get on the subway and head to Hobo'd Square. But this is the north part of Boston here. And I enjoy this part of Boston. Hey, so I'm finishing out the week here in Harvard Yard. This is what Harvard looks like. And you always hear park the car in Harvard Yard, but you can't park the car in Harvard Yard because you can't drive in Harvard Yard. But this is where all the students live and go to work. And it's a nice little thing to walk through. I wanted to finish this week by kind of saying this week was kind of about recognizing my depression, both my bipolar mood disorder depression and my spiritual depression, and then taking steps to do something about it. So I'm a little proud of myself. I think I did pretty good. And yeah, so I'm finishing out the week here. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm gonna be a little social with friends for a day or two. And yeah, my mood is good. Feeling a little hopeful, so thanks for tuning in. And I hope you have a good week. I hope you've gotten something out of this vlog, and I really appreciate your comments and your likes and stuff like that. And be sure to check in the description. I usually get some things going on down there. So yeah, all right. So this is Kev on Sunday, tuning out for the week. Thanks for watching the vlog, and I'll check you in the next video. Bye.
I might be tired, but I've been tired before. Not my first time I made my way back from the floor. And the harder I fall, I forget what I'm fighting for, and I might be down, but I've been down before. It's gonna be a fight, but I've been a fighter before. It's not my first time in battle, but now I am at war. When I get beaten down and I get battered and sore, I can be a fighter where I couldn't before. And it might be dark, but I found my way before. Though I can't see no light, my feet recognize this floor. Where it's weathered and worn is the path that I look for, and it's a damn hard time, but I was hard done before. I might be down, but I've been down before. Not my first time in battle, but now I am at war. And the harder I climb, the more I'm fighting for, and I might be tired, but I will climb until I soar. Yeah, and I might be tired, but I will climb until I soar.